At Active Life, we always want to make sure we're addressing the underlying causes of poor performance, pain, technique, all those sorts of things, and tie that information back to our assessments. So if we ever work with a runner who's looking something like this, where he's landing on his heels, inability to drive through the heels, just doesn't look great, doesn't look like a very efficient running form and technique. We want to make sure we're not just looking at that and saying, well, I don't know, run differently. Let's look at an assessment. Let's really figure out what's the root cause of why he's running that way. So we want to take that kind of athlete, demonstrating that kind of technique with running, and perform an assessment just to figure out what's going on. So an example of that would be something like a kneeling butt to heel test, where the example of a full test for this would be his ability to come all the way down, making contact butt to heel. That tells me he has enough ankle range of motion and plantar flexion to run safely and effectively to generate extension, pushing his legs back behind him. But let's say it looks like this, where now he's up here, coming down, can't maintain that contact. That now tells me he doesn't have the prerequisite flexibility through the ankle joint, and now that's probably why he's looking that way, because he doesn't have that plantar flexion. He can no longer push back behind him. And not only will it look like that, but that can now sometimes cause something like compensation through the low back. So we're looking at, is that going to relate to some injury? Potentially, but oftentimes that can also cause some performance deficits when at the end of the day, we all want to perform well, we want to win some races, we want to be on the top of the leaderboard. We can also appreciate how that assessment finding might lead to some performance deficits as well.